Myth Survival. Now, I've played this game before, and I rather enjoy it a lot. It is quite a great game. The developer is working really hard on it, and I don't know, this game is a lot of fun. So let's jump in. I'm going to start a new game. I've played this quite a bit. I've been playing since about week 1 or week 2 of its release, and I gotta say, despite some minor bugs and stuff in the game, it is quite enjoyable, and the developer works really hard to get all the problems fixed as he goes. So let's jump right in and start playing. Now you guys can read this a little bit. I've already read it all and been through this before, so now Myth Survival is not exactly a hardcore style survival game. It is still a survival game, mind you, but it's not a hardcore survival game. Now, starting out by the farmhouse here, and when you first spawn in, there's a bag upgrade on the ground. Go ahead and pick that up. That gives you extra slots in your inventory here, and you're going to want to get this opened up as soon as possible so you can carry stuff. This is basic crafting menu. You can go through and craft stuff from your person: dry meat, arrows, sleeping bag, meds, and this is where you dismantle ores and stuff, which we'll get to later on. Now, this box here, matches and some biofuel will start you off. And this is a basic shelter. You can rest here when your fatigue bar gets down. But right now we're good to go, so pick up this saw here. And let's start out at the farmhouse. Now we're going to run down here. And we're going to start checking for some little bits of stuff. There's a place I want to go to just down from here. I'm going to go check out right away. Get some stuff early on, get me started. I believe this barn down here, at least it used to, it has a knife in it. Now there's chickens, see them running around, and over there is like the, I'm not exactly sure what you call it, but there's a couple buildings over there. We'll go check out as we go. Map's not huge, but helps push the right button. Map's not huge, but there's plenty to explore, plenty to get to, and we'll do our best to get as much stuff as we can that we'll need right away. The bottles don't necessarily need right away, but I have space right now. I can always drop them or store them in a container as I go. But I want to come down here because there's a jerry can for picking up gasoline. And I want to get a vehicle right away because it makes life so much easier with getting around for looting and stuff, especially early game when your inventory is not expanded, because it fills up very quick. Now you'll see there's some components and some scrap laying around here, leaves, boards. You can pick up whatever you choose out of it. I mean, I'm not gonna say too much about that. I mean, I pick up a lot of stuff I don't necessarily need at the moment, but you gotta watch out for them bear. Them bear are an early game nightmare. Definitely want to be careful of him. See how much gas is in these vehicles? We definitely want to get this early game gas, because that's a lot of gas to start out the game with. So now right down here, there's a jerry can that spawns. And it's right there. Now we can come to these cars and start taking the gasoline. Now it's very important, when you take the gas, make 100% sure that you take the can back out of the vehicle. It is very easy to leave the can in there. I've done it several times, and I try not to, but I've done it several times and gotten a ways down and going, where's my can? But then you got to go back and try to figure out where you lost it and everything like that. So just remember, or try to remember, take the can back out if you can. Now, I'm trying to keep an eye on that bear, because if that bear comes running, we have nothing to kill him with at the moment. So, need to be very careful of him. And where is he at? There he is, okay. Try to get down here. Perfect. And another bag upgrade, you'll see. Right now, I have 2 slots in this row. This adds 2 more. So, it comes in quite handy. And here's a container. Bandages. You know, I'll start dropping stuff off in here, and I will carry this with me for extra storage right now. And unfortunately, the game doesn't have a shift click thing in it at the moment, which would be really handy to just be able to shift click all your stuff over, but game's a work in progress, so can't expect everything to be perfect at the moment. Come on, get out the door. There we go. Now, I'm going to take a look around here quick. Make sure I don't miss anything important. There is a tower over here you can climb. Some of them have stuff in them, some of them do not. I believe this one does not, but I may be wrong. Yes, nothing in this one. That's what I thought, but couldn't remember. Now we're gonna head kind of that direction, and then I'm gonna start working towards getting myself a vehicle and getting set up to a base, along with, of course, getting more loot as we go. Now I will check a lot of places as we go along. Just go in and grab what I can. Drop that right there. And there's all this nice firewood on the ground. Any infected? No infected. Another thing you gotta watch out for in this game, well, there's a couple things actually. But there is infected and infected zombies, whichever you'd like to call them. Oh, I don't have a lockpick for that. But they are around, and oh crap, there's the bear. And they do pose quite the threat. Don't have a gun right now to take care of them. Don't have a bow and arrow either. Alright, let's get away from this bear. Alright. Now, as I was saying, the infected pose a little bit of a threat. You can outrun them, and they can't come out during the daytime. They absolutely cannot. Well, they can a little bit, but they have to run back inside. You'll see once we get to a spot where I'll start killing them and stuff, but when the mist comes out, they come out in a wave they'll start spawning on the map and they'll just walk around, and I think it's within 35 meters that they'll start running after you. As long as you're in their line of sight, that is. But they spawn in buildings like that farmhouse. There's a bunch of them inside there. And generally there's 2 to 5 of them in buildings that they spawn at. So when you go to clear them out, it works really nice to have a gun. If you don't have a gun, the regular knife I would not suggest using unless you're able to execute them with it. Otherwise, the best way to do it, obviously, is with the gun, but if you don't have the gun, don't worry, you can always kill them with the axe. Now the axe is, you do get a little close to them with it, and they can hit you. Early game, you want to try to avoid getting hit as much as possible because of lack of bandages. But I mean, if you have no other choice but to have to kill them, then at the beginning of the game, the axe is your best bet. So I come up here because I was hoping to find a gun. I think it's the other tower over there that has the gun. But there's always some good loot around here on these towers. Sometimes you can find like chest armor or stuff like that. So watch out for that bear. There's a pile of logs up here, which I'm not going to do anything with at the moment. I don't have the room for them. But like I said, I want to get to a vehicle and get to a gun as soon as possible. So now up here on this mountain, the farmhouse is just right down there, if you guys are wondering. And I spawned just over there. So we're not too far away from where we originally were. We're heading in this direction. There's some... Oh, there's another bear. There's a big lake down here, and I like to base up at the big white house. It's got the most storage room, it's got the most open space, and it's pretty much centered around all the areas you tend to travel. At least for me anyway. It's in between the 2 of the close bandit camps. I need to get over here to this tower. Alright, Mr. Bear, you're going to have to cooperate with us. But it's in between pretty much everything where I like to go. There's a mine on here. There's bandit camps where you rescue your survivors at. There's a big city, which is quite a ways out. It's not near that, but it's basically in between all this and the city settlement on the other side. So it's the spot I like to set up in, mainly because of how much existing space is already there and early game storage. So then you don't have to craft as many storage lockers or go out and run them back. But now they do have a truck in game, so it makes it a lot easier for carrying containers back with you. Now, oh, another bag up there. Nice. Oh, there it is. Shotgun. Let's get in here and we'll put the shotgun as number 2. Now I like my guns in a certain order. It's not going to be how I have them set up in the end, but for right now, shotgun as number 2 is where I like it. So you drop off a few things in here and we'll keep going. Let's see, I think that's about it. I don't think I have anything else I can stack. Well, other than that, but Alright. Let's keep going. You gotta watch out. You can sprain your ankle. You can fall and do damage to yourself. Pretty good damage, actually. So, just gotta keep that in mind. And there's a bandit camp over here, but we're not gonna do anything with them for a little bit yet. I don't need a survivor yet. And I don't have the weaponry to take them out at the moment, so. And here's the first house of infected. See, there's 2 of them right there. And they do come out a little bit, but they won't come out too far unless there's mist or unless it's dark, so. You don't have to worry a lot about them at the moment. Just stay clear of places if you don't want to that have them in. Like for now, I'm not going to waste my 2 shotgun shells on them because I don't know if there's anything in that house that's worth me going in there for. So I'm just going to keep going along and seeing what I can find. Here's another saw, which don't think I really particularly need. And I'm going to move these outside so I can come back and get it. Remember to get it anyway. Alright, let's grab our painter and let's keep going. Now, down here is one of the lakes anyway. It's right down there. And the house I want is right over there. But I'm gonna keep working my way around and grabbing up some little bits of stuff. Ooh, full already. I am. Well, I don't have anything to stack anymore, do I? Well, I do need a drink, so let's drink one of these cans of Coke. And, oh, it's 2, darn it. There's only 1. Now you can take any of these shelters if you want. I mean, it's totally up to you. I'm going to drop some of this extra stuff off that I'm not going to need at the moment. And I will definitely come back for, but like I said, right now, I don't particularly need it. The ammo I'm going to keep. No, wrong one. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same with these, and that's move them outside, which they tend to have a little bit of collision problem. Which, a lot of times you can just rotate them out of there. If not, sometimes you got to drop them, and then pick them back up. Come on. There we go. But out the door. There we go. Perfect. Now the last one. Come on. That one was much more cooperative. There we go. Now let's continue on our way. See if I can find some vehicle parts. Nope. Scrap, definitely take that. Scrap and components are by far the 2 most important crafting materials, I think. Now, everybody's got their different opinions on it, but they're the... how do I put it? They aren't as easy to get as they used to be on here. And this bear is trying to get in my way, so let's detour down here by another zombie house quick. And there's tons of infected in here as well. You can hear them. They make all sorts of noise and let you know that they're there. Now, I have plenty of gas, so I need to stop taking gas. I need to start finding vehicle parts. And here's the house I want to be at. Let's see where the bear went. I don't know where he's at. But anyway. Here's the house I want to be at. We're going to take this and dump it right there for a minute. And we're going to make this my active base. Now I'll take this inside. Maybe. There we go. Perfect. Now look at all this storage space. This is why I like this place. I mean, there is tons of storage here. Just tons. I mean, just look at it. Now for now, I'm not going to really organize the stuff too much. I'm just going to get myself a little bit of inventory room here, and I'll come back later and then I'll organize, probably off camera. Might do it on camera. It's hard to say, but for now I'll just put this up, make sure it's on for once I get a generator, and it's good to go. Alright. Now here's vehicles. All you need for them is gas. I believe it's 3 liters to get the vehicle to start. And then you need the engine, spark plug, battery, and 4 tires. Now you can drive it without 4 tires, but I prefer to play it how the game was meant to be. So I will put all 4 on it. And there is trucks. I do think I want to get a truck right away first, just because of all the storage containers and stuff. So I think I'm going to get a truck to start with, not just a car. But I do need to find some vehicle parts, so let's go hunting for them in all these abandoned cars. Now there's a difference between cars. These are drivable. These are ones with loot in them, and that one right there is just a static one, which you can break apart. And they don't spawn back anymore. They used to. Unfortunately, they don't anymore. You used to be able to break them apart consistently and get a lot of scrap, a lot of components. And it was really nice, but it ended up being too much loot for what the developer felt should be in the game, so it is what it is. We're going to put these boots on. They'll help with movement speed. That's about it. I mean, they don't really protect you from anything. No vehicle parts. Well, now I better take that. Here we go. Now you can do the drag method, and you can also do the click and drop method, whichever you prefer. You know, I do both. I drag the spark plugs, but I drop the batteries and the engines. It's up to you what you do. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how to play your game if you play it or anything like that, so your decision is your decision in that. I don't. But anyway, let's fill this up with stuff we don't need to hang on to so I have more room. Come on. Move. There we go. Set this out on the road. And where's the tire? There it is. There's 1. And there's 2. So now we need a couple more tires, an engine, and take them to a vehicle. We'll finish grabbing up this little bit of loot, and we'll keep moving along. I say a little bit of loot. There's more than a little bit, but and I know I didn't grab all of it, but trying to get to the vehicle right away, so come on. Sometimes the cases are a little finicky that way, but again, it is what it is. Now what I actually might do is I might grab one of these normal vehicles and take it to a truck, because down the road here is where I should find an engine, and 2 more tires. And I'm not going to want to run it all the way to another vehicle. And the mist is coming in. So we're going to want to hurry up and get... You know what? Let's just head back to our base for now. And I'll show you... Oh boy. Of course there's the bear there. And I'll show you a spot you can use if you don't want to deal with the infected at the moment. Right behind this base, you can just climb this tower. And you can go sit up there, wait for the zombies to go away, if you so choose. I mean, for me, I don't really have anything I want to try to kill them with. So, for me, I'll just sit up here for now and well, I suppose I could kill them, but at the moment I'm not interested in their loot. So for me, the risk of getting injured or anything by them just isn't worth it. I only have 1 bandage, and to start the game, bandages are a premium. So I'd rather not risk catching a bleed and needing a bandage, because in order to make more bandages, you need booze. To make booze, you need to set up a still, and it takes about a day to get 2 booze out of it. You just need water and sugar and 1 bottle, I believe it is, which I'm not sure why it's not 2, but anyway, now I'm gonna eat that while we're waiting. And mist normally lasts an in-game hour to 2 hours. And depending on your luck or lack thereof, you can see a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of the infected, or you can see next to none. I mean, it tends to be sometimes where you want to farm them and you need their stuff, you can't find them to save your life. Sometimes when you don't want to deal with them, there's hordes. So it's kind of just random sometimes. And it also depends on where you are on the map. Sometimes if you're by a place where the zombies like live inside the building, the zombies will come out during the fog. Same with that night. They will come outside during the night. So if you're by that area when a mist comes in, you should expect to see a few more zombies. You might not. They might stay inside. I mean, it's hard to say. It's all an RNG game with them, so we will actually... You can ground nap on this game by pushing 7, and I don't know if it'll let me up here on this tower or not. Come on. I don't think it's gonna let me. Nope, it's not gonna let me. I'm just gonna sleep through the mist quick just to hurry it up and get it over with, but so I wanted to get to that vehicle today, like I said, but unfortunately, sometimes things don't work out. I did get to my base. I do have a gun, so you know I'm pretty happy with the start so far. I got a bandage, I got plenty of gas, and got some pretty good stuff to start with. Could be better, could be worse, so. See, there's one of the infected right there. They kind of shimmer a little bit. It's kind of funny looking. Oh, there's a couple of them actually. I like to shoot them with the bow or the hunting rifle. It's a lot of fun just to sit there and pick them off one at a time with the bow. Just lobbing cheap arrows at him. Well, mist is almost done. It's starting to lift, and I believe we will have enough time to go get a vehicle. I may be wrong there, but I think we should. And once the mist is over, you'll see this guy die. I'm going to sit right here and give you guys a good view of this. He'll just tip over as soon as it's over. So will that guy over there, but come on. There they go. And that's how the mist goes on here. Mist comes and the mist goes. So anyway, back to what we were doing. I need to take a battery, take a spark plug, and I'm going to drop off some more of this stuff so I have room for everything else I may get to. And this is gonna be a mess. How I have stuff in here right now. I don't like it, but I'll fix it eventually. So anyway, we need to go this way now. We need to get past this bear. And I want to go down here, just a hair down the road. It's actually right over there. But that will have my engine and I believe 2 more tires. Or 1 tire. I can't remember. Anyway, more gas. Grab some of that stuff. It's important. I know I shouldn't be grabbing it all, but here's a tire, I think. Yep. Scoop that up. Nothing in the trunk. Ooh, better spark plug. I'll take that. I have a problem where when I'm looting stuff, I just tend to take everything. Even if I don't need it, even if I shouldn't be taking it, I just kind of grab it all. Kind of a hoarder. I just grab it all. Now, I will definitely come back to this place because I want these for sure. And not only that, there's this. A workbench. You can run back to your place. You don't have to craft it. It's there. It's carryable. You just take it and go. And here's our pistol. Good, good. And even some extra ammo for it. So, put that in my hotbar. Switch to that. And let's reload. Now there's a vehicle right here. And this will be the one that I set up for now because it's close. And then I can get started on carrying a lot of stuff back and forth. And I gotta get to the truck, which I think getting to the truck will have to wait till tomorrow though. I'm not gonna have not enough daylight left today, unfortunately. But once I get to the truck, we'll start carrying stuff like the storage locker and like the lights. There's water barrels on here. There's even one spot that spawns a working fridge. So there is tons of stuff you can grab, tons of stuff you can craft. And as we go, we will get through so much of it. But for now, let's dump all this stuff in the back. So I have inventory room. Whoops. I like my vehicle parts down on the bottom. I don't know why. Just kind of... I don't know. Let's move this down here just a little bit. So it's right here. Grab all this other stuff. There's the hammer. Let's go through, check everything, make sure it didn't miss anything over there. I know there's a battery and all this good stuff. Which we can actually wear the shirt. Shirt's not in great condition, but shirt's a shirt. And some shotgun shells. And some more shotgun shells. Perfect. Now, reload this. Nothing in there. Alright. Well, I'm going to loot up these cars and loot the stuff on the outside here. Drive back to the base, and I think we'll call that the first episode. Didn't get as much, or didn't get to what I wanted to get done today, but guess that means we'll have more stuff to do tomorrow. And tomorrow, like I said, I definitely want to get to that truck. I'm going to grab my gas can quick. I like to store it in here because that way every time I'm out and about, if I need it, it's right there and it's not clogging, not clogging up my inventory for looting. So tomorrow I want to get to the truck and I want to start hauling around the storage containers and stuff back to the base. Because I'm definitely gonna need a lot of spots rather, for all the loot we're gonna be getting, and I need to start working on a couple other things, like, let's see, I need to make a bow as soon as possible. That's one of the big things. And then, but in order to make a bow, you need a whole bunch of stuff, so we'll get there one step at a time. Don't need to get too far ahead of ourselves yet. So now, let's head back to the base and we will call it a video for now, and I will work on organizing all my storage area off camera. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment if you'd like. Let me know if you have any suggestions for me or any comments about what I missed. I'm sure I missed some stuff as I'm going around, but anyway, thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.